Hey folks, well it's been a while since I've made a video. I haven't really been doing anything that was worth videotaping to put on YouTube for my subscribers, but finally got out here. Going to spend a little bit of time. It's going to be more of an overview video. A couple old projects that I've decided to dust off and get going now that spring is here and it's nice, so let me show you what I'm going to start working on. There you go. It's a boat. Yeah, kind of into all sorts of RC stuff, and this bad boy is call it the Woody, like a lot of people do. It's built off of plans that I got off the internet. It's all home built. Nothing that none of the hull has been purchased or anything. It's all cut out of a couple different thicknesses of plywood and some marine grade epoxy and so on. It never did finish it. I've run it before. It goes like stink, about mid 40s with the motor I was running, but had a few problems last time I ran it. One was I didn't have really a radio box sealed. It's kind of sealed now, but this receiver got swamped and lost control. Well, I didn't lose control of it, it just died in the water because the motor stalled out too. But in any case, I figured I'd show you this and show you the running gear that goes in it, and hopefully in a little while I can get her all sanded down and done up properly and out in the water. For kind of set it up for a surface drive. The shaft isn't in right now. You can kind of get an idea. This is see if I can get that in here. There we go. So this running gear on the back is actually from an Aquacraft V24. It wasn't the best boat. It had a crap engine in it, a Fuji engine in it, but I liked the setup, so I purchased just all the hardware off of Tower Hobbies online, and I made it work on my rig. One of the things that I like about this setup is the ability to change the angle of your drive, so to trim out your boat, and it just works. I don't know if you can see it on here. Actually, don't even think I have it on here at the moment. No, I don't. But there's a way, there's a screw, I don't know, can't really see it under here, but there's like a cam right in there that allows us to kind of pivot back and forth. And the plan is, it's hard to show you, right down through this hole, a rod will come out and attach to the other side of that pivot, and I'll have hooked up to another servo in here, third channel, and I can actually trim the boat out while I'm driving it, so that'll be a neat feature. Also, you can see the old lines, but it's going to be, the engine's water cooled, picks up from the prop right here, picks it up here and out through the tube, and then this other tube was the return, just to dump into the water. So yeah, quarter scale servo, good old high-tech 645 for the throttle, which actually used a bike, I think they call these noodles from little bike brakes. Worked out great. And then that just hooked to the throttle to pull. And my motor mounts are from Warehouse Hobbies. Some standard motor mounts. I made custom brackets for it. And finally, just old Gropner fuel tank, which I'm going to have to, it's gooped in. I'll have to pull it out because I have to replace these lines and I'll never get in there. And some good old pool noodles for flotation. I can't remember on this boat, but I'm pretty sure I put a bit of spray foam up front as well. So yeah, I'll show you the motor and everything now. So there's the motor I'm using. It's actually, it was a 27cc DDM motor, air-cooled, CY Chongyang. There you can see the CY. But ended up that my Baja motor, I wore it out from so much use. So even though it says 26 on the side, if you look up top at the dirt, you can see it's 27. So this is a 27cc piston and head in it that I got from that motor. Pulled it off, pulled it off of there, put it on here. Or I can't remember if I used the bottom end from, but whatever. And then I ordered this. It's a water cooling top end head kit, and I can't remember if it's a 26 or 27cc. But see, it's got the regular. That's the can from the Baja. I threw it on here when I was test running it. But so it's a nice, good little motor, plenty of jam. MSD spark plug wire, and you can see where the inlets are for the water cooling. You pump in here and it comes out here, so that way you don't get any air pockets or anything. It pushes the water up the head and out so it cools well. So that works good. Like I say, I've run this and it ran really well. So here's the pipe now, and it's steel Stinger pipe, and it's got the there's the manifold, so that just bolts on in place of this. Take that out, bolt this ring on, holds good. And then actually there's other part to that. Here it is. It's also got for a water cooled exhaust. What it does is it just cools the exhaust port. So you plug this in between, water in and out again. So first run it through the head, then through the exhaust. And then, I don't know if I'll run it since we're out in the country now, but this is a muffler. Even though all it is a can straight through, what happens is you hook up a water line to this, and that's actually where that other water line went to in the boat. Hook it up to this, so your outlet for the water blows out the muffler, and that actually muffles it an awful lot. So I bought it because I was in the city at the time and I didn't want to cause too much of a hassle on the city lakes, but we'll see. I might run it out here anyway. And those motor mounts I showed you, there's some special brackets I made. Let's see if I can remember how it goes together. These slip on here. I lie. I can't remember now how I built this. Pretty sure these slip on here, yep. Bolt in. And then, or, no, I think I'm mistaken. I can't remember. Sorry folks, memory is not too good anymore. Getting old. But anyways, these are the mounts for one side, and this is another part of the mount. And yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out down the road. I can't remember if this mount was for when I used. This mount may have been for when I used the home light engine, but whatever. And another prop, which has been sharpened. It was sharpened and balanced. I sharpened and balanced it. Can't remember if this is a bigger or smaller prop than what's on there, but got a couple options anyhow. And just the rest of the hardware. So, along with that boat, I've actually got another boat that I've never run yet. I'll show you what it is. I have to dig it down off the shelf. It's probably pretty dusty as well. There we go. Yeah, she's dusty. There you go. It's a tunnel hull. I had originally bought an old tunnel hull from a hobby store and I really liked it a lot, but it was kind of rough and tumble. So this is I don't think they make it anymore, but it's a Aquacraft VS1. It's a bit of a race. It's kind of a racing boat more than a fun boat, so it's really lightweight. Under all the dust, it's just clear coated birch to save weight on paint. And then you got the hatch comes off. It's got some wood in it, which I'm going to have to repair that. But that's minor. Your radio box, and then your control rods come out here to back beside a fuel tank, which is stashed away, and then out to the back, and it's a 3.5 cc outboard motor that you run. Let me show you it. Let's see, I'm pretty sure it's down here. There she be. No, I haven't run it since I started modifying it, and it's oxidized a bit, but it's a Thunder Tiger Pro 21 water-cooled motor. There's a return spring thing I made and that, but it runs good. But originally all this was filled in with kind of a muffler, which wasn't great for performance, so I cut it all out. A lot of Dremel work. You can't really see him behind there, but a lot of Dremel work so I could throw a tune pipe on. And this is actually a Traxxas what is it, resonator, so I think that'll it's meant for the 3.3 I think, and that, but being that this motor's not much bigger, I think it'll work out pretty good. I haven't run the boat with it. The old boat didn't run with this pipe, but I'm hoping it'll work out good. Just a wire mount that I rigged up. Hopefully it'll hold up. It's drilled and tapped into the side. And then right there is a water fitting, and that was an actual, can't remember that water fitting was for. I think that was for the exhaust pipe, but yeah, I'll have to figure it out. I got the manual. This thing's gonna need some work too, but the way it works, as you can see here, the motor sits at an angle, and there's a collet here, up in here somewhere, and then there's an actual flex cable that runs down to the prop. Let's see if I've got the flex cable here. I've got another one kicking around somewhere, a spare. There it is. Just a little baby flex cable. So that's another to do. Yeah, you can see this all bent up, and I have to find there's a motor mount for it somewhere. It's probably in the bottom of my boat stand there, but it's going to need all cleaning up and maybe have the bearings replaced and that. And then it starts with a airplane starter motor. It's the handheld one, 12-volt one. So it's pretty neat. A little bit of a handful to drive, but interesting anyway. One other thing I forgot to show you about this motor here. You can see the mount for it, but the shoes aren't on there right now. They need to be installed or replaced, but I run a clutch on mine. So yeah, now that I see the clutch, I remember my can't remember my mounts actually. If I'm not mistaken, yep. There's the mounts. They fit on just like that, and it allows me to slot in. And the back side is held on. I think. Yeah, I remember. Sorry. This mounts to those holes. Mounts to the mounts, and then these mount here, and it drops right in. So it allows me to get the motor in and out easily enough. But I've rambled on long enough. I just figured I'd give you a rundown of these boats and start working on them. Start with the bottom, the big boy first. Get it all sanded down, make a hatch, make a radio, sealed radio box for it, and hopefully I can get it out into the water within the next month or so. I'll make sure and make some more video of my progress. Talk to you later.